Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be making this beautiful top and we'll be using Ankara fabric for it. It has a side slit from the waist and it's so pretty. Thank you so much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. For those who haven't subscribed, please click on the subscription button and the notification bell below. Thank you. To be using this beautiful Ankara print to make this beautiful shirt dress. So it's going to be short. You can use it to wear trouser, palazzo trouser, pencil trouser, even your jean. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing you do is to fold your fabric. So what I did is I folded the back, then I folded the front. So I folded it into two. Can you see what I did? So you fold it into two and you place the front on top of your back, because after folding it this way, because we'll be adding zip to the back, that's the reason why we place it this way. Can you see? So 1 inch for the zipper and the front is cut on fold. Okay, so what you do next after folding it is it's quite simple. It's not difficult to make. It's very easy to make. So the first thing you do is to insert your neck measurement, and I'll be using 3 inches for the front part, and on the back I'll be using 2 inches. Okay, so 3 inches for the front and 2 inches for the back. So when you are done with that part, for the wideness of the neck, I'll be using 3 inches. After getting your 3 inches, you'll divide your shoulder to shoulder. The shoulder to shoulder measurement I'm using is 16, so you mark 8 inches and you come down by 1 inch. Okay, see, come down by 1 inch. This is the 1 inch. Take your ruler and connect it to the 3 inches that we have for the wideness. Okay, after connecting it, what you do next is to insert your chest line. So the chest line I'm using is 8.5. How do you get your chest line? You divide your bust by 6 and add 1.5 inch to it. So the chest line I'm using is 8.5. Then the waist, and insert my waist measurement. Okay, after inserting the waist measurement, you take your tape and insert the length of your shirt. The length of the shirt I'm using is 28 inches, but I'm going to be using 1 inch for sewing allowance, so I'm going to make it 29 inches. Okay, so on this point you connect the line. Once you are done with this part, the next thing we are going to do is to connect the armhole. So we are going to get our armhole curve. Just draw a straight line down to your chest line, then you take your tape and find the midpoint. So what I have is 8 inches, so divide by 2 is going to give me 4, and you come in by 1/2 inch. Mark your 1/2 inch here, and so after getting your 1/2 inch, insert your bust measurement. So the bust measurement I'm using is 42. 42 divided by 4 is going to give us 10.5. So you mark your 10.5 and connect it. Okay, so after connecting it, this is the front part of our sleeve of our armhole. Then you come this way and connect the back part. Okay, so this is the back part. Sorry for the excess chalk there. So this is the front and this is the back. So what you do next is to insert your waist measurement. The waist measurement I'm using is 8.5. What you do next is to insert your waist measurement. So come down to the waist. The waist measurement I'm using is 34. 34 divided by 4 is 8.5. So you come and you mark your 8.5 here. Then the sewing allowance we'll be using is 1.5 inch sewing allowance. The half inch is for ease, while the 1 inch is the sewing allowance. You come this way, come to the bust and insert the 1.5 inch. So half inch for ease, then 1 inch for sewing allowance. So whatever you have here, you are going to take it and place it here. Okay, so whatever you have here, can you see what I'm doing? What I have is 12.25. I'm coming to this down part and I will mark 12.25. Connect the lines. Take your ruler. I want to give it a curve on this part, so you just take your ruler and just give it a curve. Okay, connect the neckline. So while cutting it out, we are going to cut out the back piece first. You cut it this way, then you come to the front and you cut the front this way. So on this point you add half an inch for stitching the shoulder. Okay, then keep this front and open up the back. Then take the front piece and cut out the back armhole. Then what will be only remaining will be the front armhole. So what you do next is, okay, so that's the back. Take the front and you place it on it. So we are going to stitch and stop up at the waist. Okay, that's where we are going to stitch and stop, and we are going to join. First thing you do is join your shoulder to shoulder together. For the lining that we'll be using to turn our neckline, we are going to place the main fabric on a piece of fabric that you fold into two, just like the way you did the front. So that is how you cut for the front. Then the back, you fold it into two same way, but you are going to open it up after cutting it out with the main fabric. This will be what we use to turn the back and the front. So we've cut out the lining for the back and the front. What you do is stitch the shoulder to shoulder of the lining and stitch the shoulder to shoulder of the main shirt. So for the sleeve, use your sleeve pattern paper to cut it out. If you don't have a sleeve pattern paper, to know how to achieve this, I'm going to put the link on the description button below. Trace it out and cut out two pieces. After joining the shoulder to shoulder, can you see what I did here? So you join it, and this is the lining, what we're going to use to turn it. You can either do this or you can use your bias for it. Okay, so if you are using lining just like what I'm doing with mine, you turn it front side facing front side and pin it round. Okay, I've pinned it, then you stitch it round. After you've joined the lining piece to the main fabric, what you do next is to notch it. So you notch it this way. After notching it now, can you see what I'm doing? cut out the excess stitches. So you do it this way. Can you see? Take everything that you just sewn and move it, flip it to the, take everything that you just sewn and flip it not to the main fabric, flip it to the lining and stitch on it. Okay, so you top stitch on it with 1 cm or 0.5 cm, so just a bit, just take it a bit and top stitch on it. When I'm done with that, I'm going to show you how to attach your sleeve to your shirt dress, and we are going to attach the sleeve together by joining the sleeve and the side of this dress to the waist. Okay, so we'll join the sleeve and stop at the waist. That is where we are going to stop stitching. Okay, when we do the side, let me do the neck and I'll show you how to join your sleeve. Then after that, we'll do the side and the zip. I'm going to take the sleeve and you are going to fix it on your shirt. So you start fixing it this way from this end down to the other end. When joining your sleeve, you are going to pin the main fabric and the lining together. Okay, so you pin it together with the sleeve. Can you see what I'm doing? If you cut it to that length, or if you did not, that is okay. You just pin to the side that you stop and join it to the waist. So when you get to this waist part, you top stitch on it. Once you stop, you top stitch on it, and I'm going to show you what to do next. So this is it. I went and I used my interlocking machine to lock it. So you are going to just iron it this way, add your zipper, and you are done. So I've added the sleeve to our shirt. Okay, so this is it. So first thing you're going to do is, after aiming the down part, you're going to come this way, open it up. So see the inner part. After aiming the down part, this part, you're going to open it up and use your aiming gun for it. Okay, we're going to use your aiming gun to close it. This is what you do. You take your aiming gun, place it on your fabric, and take your pressing iron and give it a press. Our shirt dress is ready, and this is the side. This is how it's going to be. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.